Tell them what we're gonna be talking about. You can't read my handwriting.
We're talking about various topics of the week, mainly. Is this my mic?
Oh yeah, you good. You in there? You on?
Okay. Pretty much most of the viral topics that's been going on for the past week, like the Gustavo dude, Queen Elizabeth passing. What else are we talking about?
That Ray J crazy shit.
The Ray J, Brandy little brother. Y'all know. Respect that nigga.
Brandy little brother.
What else?
The NFL starting today.
That's his topic. I don't care about sports. So what else? What else are we talking about? The dude. Oh, you talking? Oh, you wanted to bring up the topic about
the girl with the little story.
Political and religious views. Would you date somebody?
Yeah, they have different views. Because I encountered some Trump supporters and was like, oh shit, I'll tell y'all about it. Would y'all date them? That's my question.
Oh, and
God did.
And the chick that had twins from two different guys, like
that was crazy.
That's bananas.
It's kind of like, you know, what would you do? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's wild as shit. Because, I mean, having dated in a party lifestyle before, it's crazy to fuck two niggas in the same night wrong, ladies. That's some crazy shit. But I know it happens. You know what I'm saying? It happens. But to get pregnant by both and then actually have damn twins, that's crazy as well. That's some other shit. And as y'all can see, J Lew and Mel quit the podcast. They never coming back. Nah, they didn't quit the podcast. They just wait a minute. This ain't trying to let me do what I want to do. Let me come back to that. They ain't quit the podcast. They just couldn't be here today. But I am here, Naya's here. And fuck it, let's go ahead and get this thing started.
We here.
I'm not saying I'm going to rule the world or I'm going to change the world, but I guarantee that I will spark the brain that will change the world, and that's our job.
That's our motherfucking job.
You have to make it. Chill. You have to. What up, we getting money whole time, fucking bitches whole time, repping DC whole time. We getting money whole time, fucking bitches whole time, repping DC whole time. Your shine whole time, doing this whole time, doing this whole time, doing this whole time, man, you're back, doing this whole time.
Hold up, you know I can do that like now on the spot.
Like a Tribe Called Quest. You say the whole thing.
Welcome to a party named Kickback. It's like a Tribe Called Quest. You say the whole thing. I don't know what I was just doing there. We not the black scene no more. So we I don't know hell we are. We something else. New and Nine in the building.
That's right. It's Nine Lynn, not from NY. You already know.
And I'm No Breaks New, the righteous ratchet. If you throw it, I'll catch it. If you got it, I'll match it. Every Monday, we right back at it. I am the Black Savage, the Magneto of my people. And if this is your first time tuning in, watching, listening, streaming, whatever, welcome to a party and Kickback, man. We appreciate you for being here. As you see, we got the merch. The merch store will be back up pretty soon. Normally what we do, we talk about the biggest stories of the week. And even if not the biggest stories of the week, it be the shit I want to talk about. So it be the shit I want to talk about every week. And then I have a co-celebrity now from NY there to give me her thoughts on these topics or her thoughts on my opinion on these topics.
Which I always have an opinion.
Always. Shout out to J Lew, shout out to Mel. We have some announcements going forward, but they're on the show. They're still part of the show. They just couldn't be here tonight. But there are some things changing. A pod named Thursday.
What?
We'll get into that. We'll get into that. Just don't even worry about it. We'll get into that.
The name don't have to change.
And shout out to our sponsors, Mo's Marvelous Cleaning. Use code Kickbackers, get 10% off of your cleanings. She'll come in and vacuum the drapes. She'll wash the walls. She will air vac the microwave, and she will watch your TV. It's crazy. 10% off. Hit up Mo's Marvelous Cleaning. And mysexroom.net. If let's say like you got your little boo and you want to get her a rose, ladies, you want to get your boyfriend like a sleeve, and he could, or you want to get a cock ring, vibrating cock ring, or you want some nipple clamps.
The discount code.
Oh, discount code is Kickbackers. You go to mysexroom.net, type in code Kickbackers, you can get an automatic 10% off your purchase, including lingerie. High low. You want to get into it, ladies first? Want me to start? What you want to do?
I mean, I can go ahead and start. My high and low for the week actually took place the same day. So the high of the week, I'll start with that because it was pretty dope. Like to end off the week, I went and saw Kevin Hart's comedy show. He had a comedy show here in Atlanta.
Okay.
Sold out. It was.
How was it?
It was dope. It was very dope. If y'all haven't seen it, if he hasn't come to your town yet, or he's coming to your town, make sure you go see it. It was definitely dope. Even his opening acts was worth going. So like, be on time, be early if you can. Like, okay. Yeah, I'm talking.
I was supposed to open up for him, but I had my situation. So well, you go ahead.
Anyway, I was crying real tears, son. Like everybody was that hilarious. I was crying real tears. My jaws hurt from laughing. Like my face, all of this was just. It was hilarious. But
that's
anyway,
was that his best special? He's had specials I've loved, and he's had specials I thought were just blah.
I don't know if I could say it was his best special.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it was up there. If not the best, it's probably the second best. It was up there, though. Like, it was definitely better than the last one that he had.
I think his best one was to say it with your chest.
Yeah, it was up there with that. It was up there with that one. His opening acts was bomb, too, though. Not gonna hold you. Like, they all had me dying laughing, yo. Like, I dead ass was crying. Like really crying, real tears.
The best special I've ever been to, like in person, was Kevin Hart right after Soul Plane. So this is, 15, 16, 17 years ago. And I didn't think he was that funny. But I went to the show because the chick I knew had tickets. And I was in that joke, like the life you talking about doing, face hurting, tears coming down your eyes. And I was like, this motherfucker's funny? Because in Soul Plane, I didn't think he was that funny for real.
Y'all know new. He always got to start out as a hater first.
No, I started off as objective and scrutinizing. And I also did stand-up comedy. Shout out to Tony Woods and Chris Thomas for giving me my start back in Maryland. And I was doing stand-up comedy and shit. Y'all know me, new to me. I rapped and did stand-up comedy. And I did a lot. Anyway, get high-low.
Objectives is just another word of saying hater. But
wow.
Anyway, yeah. So the low, not too long after the comedy show, went to go grab some drinks, and coming back from grabbing some drinks or whatever, these little just scums, like they broke into my whip, and like it wasn't even nothing in it to steal. Like, why y'all just? That was my low of the week, because it was just more than anything. It's a headache. It's a huge inconvenience. It's unnecessary financial expenses. Like, bro, who got that to deal with nowadays? But yeah, so that was the low. Kind of sucked. Kind of.
I wish I had a boo. Do we have a boo? Boo these motherfuckers. I don't think we got a boo, but
I'm gonna stick beside him.
I'm gonna stick beside you though. I don't know. I'm looking for a boo. We ain't got a boo.
But yeah, just so y'all know, that was over. I mean, I kind of heard about this before moving out here. Even like since I moved out here, it just never happened to me. I always go to this spot like with my friends. We always meet up there, but never this late at night. So maybe that's the difference. I don't know, but that Edgewood area, yeah, definitely be careful parking over there.
It's hard. It's hard to see the park over there any goddamn way.
Yeah, I always find parking, but it be street parking, and then you take the risk of what happened to me. So. Yeah, either that or you're going to pay like $20, $30 to park in one of those parking lots.
Yeah, fucked up. I hate the parking game. All here and in DC. They try to make a fucking... Bama's save up all their money and they don't buy a building or apartment building or property. They buy parking lots. Yeah. Because that's where they think they can make the most of their fucking money.
Right.
My high of the week Damn, what's my high of the week?
He got to see me today, y'all. That's his
That was my high of the week. That was my high of the week. Now my high of the week, I think, was I'm in Mercury is on rollerblades. Mercury drinking Gatorade.
Mercury's in retrograde.
Whatever it is.
As of the 9th, it started from the 9th all the way until October 2nd. So what happens? So what does that got to do with your high?
My high in that is, I don't know. Hold on. What my I don't know where? I don't know. My high of the week is just being alive and being healthy, man. I just feel good. Just happy to be here. That's pretty much it. Nothing crazy happened. I'm just happy to be here.
That's always a plus.
Hell yeah. My low of the week.
Are you gonna tell them what I think you told them?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'll tell you, this might slip from my high. So I love the Boiler ATL. It's a seafood restaurant, it's a crab roll spot, but they have this spicy red sauce. And my office went to the Boiler or ordered it on Friday. So I'm eating it, I'm fucking it up because I love crab. I'm from DC. Maryland is the home of crab. So I just love crab legs, love crab meat. I love crabs, I love crab boil, I love it all. So I'm fucking that shit up, it's spicy, and I'm sweating, my forehead sweating, I'm sweating, I'm eating, I'm sweating, I'm eating, I'm sweating. It's so good. Posted it to my story. And then that night, I was like, damn, I ain't cooked enough for dinner because I was so full for so long. But at the last minute, I was like, I gotta eat something. Well, I'm going to Chick-fil-A, I'll get a salad. And I was like, you know what? I'm not. Fuck that. I'm going to get me a spicy chicken sandwich. So I had the spicy crab legs and the spicy chicken sandwich with the, what's that hot sauce called? At Chick-fil-A, the hot.
I don't know. I always get Chick-fil-A sauce or the Polynesian sauce. I don't get nothing.
It's sriracha. So even the sauce of my waffle fries are spicy now. And I made about 9:30, 10. I was binge watching, and we'll get into the show later, Cobra Kai. So about 1 a.m, I'm like, my stomach, oh man, my ass, my shit on fire. I go take a shit and like, ouch. And then
So dumb. You are really dumb. For real.
asshole on fire, fucking hemorrhoids flared up. Nigga, I couldn't walk, couldn't talk. I had to go get the preparation ice cream and the wipes and the pans and the.
Show them how you walked to the store.
Oh man, I walked to the store like this. I was like. Then I went to Walgreens. They ain't had shit for me. I had to leave Walgreens, go to CVS. I was like, come on, man. So it was bad, man. It was still bad, but I got the oil on. I got the wipes. I got the pads. So I'm okay right now. I'm sitting on the edge of the sofa.
You need a donut.
I don't know how I'm gonna do that. I really wish I had a donut.
butt donut.
I wish I had a butt donut so I could sit on that shit.
So I mean, it seems like both of our high and low of the week kind of intertwined with each other. Not with each other's, but like, my high and low was together. Your high and low was
Mm-hmm. So and that's a lesson for you guys. Your high can sometimes lead to your low.
Right. Be careful.
Yeah. Please be careful. And take care of yourself. And go to regular, get a physical every year. And just be mindful of, whatever condition you have or you are in life with your health. Because dying at 55 or 52 is just way too fucking young. And we're going to go into our viral story of the week. My left stroke just went viral. Our viral stories of the week, unfortunately, speak to two losses. One is David A. Arnold, a stand-up comedian, sponsored by Kevin Hart.
I was going to say they actually acknowledged him at the show, too. Like they did a whole little tribute for him.
Yeah, that's Kevin Hart's guy. Both of his specials on Netflix, Kevin Hart produced.
Mm-hmm. They did a tribute to him at the beginning and at the end.
That's good. That's really good.
That was sad, though. Very sad. Was it the 7th? He passed on the 7th.
Yeah, I think so. His first special, Ballerina Girl, I thought was hilarious. His second special, I enjoyed it, but I didn't love it as much as the first. But I really thought he had a future. And I really thought that the stories about his family could be a TV show. I saw him as the next American Dad on TV. Mm-hmm. And I'm really sad, being our age when we, our 40s and 50s and right around that area, it still feels so young. And to know that he died and left behind, I think 2 or 3 kids and a wife at the peak of his career.
Right.
And I don't know what the causes were, but I'm just
Kind of blown
it
away.
hit me. I'm blown away is a good way to put that because he's not that much older than me. And I think about that shit. And, if you have the opportunity, go to Netflix and stream his special Ballerina Girl, and get his family some money. I know Kevin Hart, over that. I know the kind of dude that Kevin is. His family, David A. Arnold's family, is going to get that money, I believe. So please go and stream that. And rest in peace, David A. Arnold. Had you seen any of his stand-up?
I'm not familiar with his body of work. No.
Yeah, watch Ballerina Girl. Let me know what you think. Queen Elizabeth, 96 years old, 93 years old, 96.
96, I believe.
Passed away this week.
I mean, she lives. She lives.
That is a life. That is a life and a half.
That's a hell of a life.
If you look at David A. Arnold, that's 2 lives.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? See, if you look at my mom, when she passed at 40, that's almost 3 lives. I don't follow the loyalty, British. I'm not British. I don't really give a fuck about them. You know what I'm saying? I just don't care. I knew Princess Diana.
Princess Diana.
Yeah, rest in peace to her. But a lot of they didn't get along. People think there are conspiracy theories that say that Diana. Exactly. And we know what the Great Britain has done as far as colonization and as far as affecting people of the diaspora, ADOS, African American descendants of slaves. So I am not the most.
We're not a fan of her.
Yeah, but again, I don't do the FDA people, all that stuff. Like I didn't like it when he did the Kevin Samuels. Right. I didn't like it when he did it to Tupac. I don't like it when he did it to nobody. Right. That's just me. But Black Twitter
they went
had a damn ball, yo.
Those memes, y'all
gotta relax.
The internet is undefeated.
Undefeated. Undefeated.
The internet. The internet is undefeated. Yeah, those memes came out instantly. They were hilarious. I ain't gonna hold you. I laughed.
They had her trying to climb into heaven and Diana not letting her in. They had Kobe crossing her up in heaven. I'm like, what? And
we all know she ain't going to heaven.
Boom. Wild shit was they had Irish Twitter and Black Twitter celebrating together. So there were all these ebony and ivory memes with a black girl with the white dude and the white girl with the black dude, and it's Black Twitter and white and Irish Twitter together united because she fucked over allegedly the Irish people of Ireland. My first trip overseas was to Ireland.
Really?
At age like 10, I had a show in Dundalk and in Dublin, and they had a restaurant called Four Lanterns, and it was 4 mini restaurants in one. It was a Burger King, a McDonald's, maybe a Wendy's, or a KFC. It was all of our American restaurants, but in one place, and they called it Four Lanterns, and they drove on the opposite side of the street, and that has nothing to do with this story.
Not at all.
But I just wanted to let you guys know.
Live in Dublin, believe it or not.
Really?
Yeah,
they love us over there.
I'm not going to disclose my surname on the internet, but
are you a McFurl?
I'm a Mick. I'm part Irish. My great
not McFurl. I knew you was a McFurl.
I'm not a McFurl. I'm a Mick, but not McFurl. I don't know where the hell you get that from, but I am a Mick. I do have Irish on my father's side of the family. We could go with that. We'll go with
McDowell. You like the McDowell type.
You're gonna hate it. You see what I mean, y'all? He always hates.
I'm just breaking it down, y'all.
He just mad because he ain't got no Irish in him. I got flavor.
Actually, if you take it back to the beginning of time, I am.
Here we go.
No, I'm not. I am 100% African Mandingo warrior. Out to people. What's my tribe called? My tribe is Quest. Tribe Quest.
You're so stupid.
Moving on, rest in peace to both of them. The Queen, you got some Spanish to do at the pearly gates. Moving on from that.
She ain't making it there.
Yeah, right. What the fuck story of the week?
Oh yeah.
Nas' little cousin.
First of all,
19 years old. Was having the spring break of her life and had sex with one guy. I guess the first guy, he probably didn't really get the job done. So she called in the second guy, the closer.
He shut up the club though.
He shut up the club.
He shut up the club though.
And she called in the closer. He shut up the club
And
as
also
well.
shut up the club.
She winds up pregnant and then has twins and isn't sure who the father is to the twins, gets a paternity test done and realizes that each man has fathered one of the children. And that's very interesting to this podcast because, what was it? About 3-4 weeks ago, I was telling you I had the conversation about twins are made and how you can't have identical twins if they're different sexes. Because if they're the same, basically,
They share the same egg.
if you share the same egg, then you're identical.
Right.
And that egg is going to have whatever chromosomes is going to make it whatever sex, X or Y. So it's going to be 2 boys or 2 girls. However, if 2 different sperm fertilize 2 different eggs, making it fraternal, you're correct. If 2 different sperm fertilize 2 different eggs, they could both be boys or both be girls, but it's actually 2 different sperm. When they're the same sex, when they're fraternal, no, when they're identical, it's the same. One egg has been fertilized twice. When they're fraternal, 2 different eggs have been fertilized, and so
that's what happened to her.
Boyfriend A and boyfriend B fertilize a different egg each, and she has twins.
At the same
and it looks like one
time.
almost white and one almost black. That's crazy.
Interesting.
She got Michael Jackson and Mike Jackson.
Lord.
I'm just saying.
So yeah, she got twins with 2 different baby daddies. She dirty.
And-
I'm sorry. I have no judgment, but
and she's 19. But that is a story for life. She gonna have a lifetime special. They're gonna be telling her story on Hulu in 20 years. And the kids gonna grow up and like, yeah, my brother's a nigger. Whoa. It could be like my brother's a cracker. Like, my brother likes Trump. Like, whoa, everybody chill. But I thought that was just fascinating.
it is fascinating because I didn't even think that was possible.
I never considered it. I may have made a joke like that before, but like it was depending about 2 different niggas. But I never really thought it was real.
Thing, but like 2 different niggas at the same damn time, and you have twins, and one each belong. Yeah, each kid belong to somebody different. That's kind of.
So when you're about 7 or 8, you understand a little bit. When you're about 12, you're like, oh, you just fucking multiple niggas. So you about 15, you're like, mom's a hoe.
At the same damn time.
The same damn night. How would you feel if your parents came to you with that story? And that's how you were born. You and your twin sister, Nah and Rye.
And we got different days. I'd be embarrassed.
Nah and Rye McDowell.
Shut up. I would low key be embarrassed. Like, no funny shit. I'd be embarrassed. I wouldn't even tell nobody. Nah, I mean they probably could tell.
Yeah, they don't know.
But yeah, I'd probably disown my twin. Like, nigga, look. When you see me in school talking to me, don't just keep walking.
Wow.
Don't even start. Don't pass go. Like just.
Wow. That's what queen shit.
Don't talk to me, son.
I'm gonna love my peoples regardless. That is wild.
I'd be like,
that's
I'm
wild.
fuck you at. So who's you? Yeah, I'll disown you real quick.
You look like the type.
Yeah, I'll
You
disown
look just
you
like
real
the
quick.
type. Never do that.
I'll disown motherfuckers real quick.
That's wild though. Shout out to them, man. Prayers and shit for the family.
Yeah, hopefully the baby daddies and the babies like that's gonna be like awkward.
Totally awkward.
Holidays.
But when you're a part of something that miraculous, you got to be part of it. I don't see you going, man, fuck that shit. You should have cheated on me or whatever. I see you just being like, dog, this is like the 9th wonder of the world. Like I would look at it more like that as opposed to this whole ass business it is. I would look at it like, dog, we created something that never existed before in the world. You know how hard that is?
She's still dirty though.
Yeah, she's still that dirty. This is being a part of a relationship and all this video. Fuck it.
So dumb. You are really dumb. For real.
Oh, wait. Before we get into that, we got to talk about these donkey dicks. So maybe one of them had a donkey. Maybe both of them had donkey dicks. Maybe they did. We don't know. So apparently they've been smuggling donkey penises out of Nigeria to China. And what we don't know, we can only speculate, is to elongate the penis of the Chinaman.
All right, they didn't say that. We're assuming Because I mean, you know, what the little Asians doing with the donkey dicks? Like, why y'all stealing donkey dicks?
And why was it okay to steal goat dicks, but it was out of hand to go for the donkey dicks? Now they're saying it's about skincare, or skin. Like if you have surgery, you need extra skin, you have this. But I don't know why they're taking the skin from dicks. It just seems totally odd to me. It's like, if you get a BBL, the skin gets stretched, but we put this donkey dick right there on your cheek. If you have sex with a girl who has donkey dick skin, are you gay?
Shut up. Why?
It's dick. I don't know. I don't know. I'm asking you.
I don't
That's
know.
Wild.
I don't know. I can't imagine having a BBL. Like, why would they get like skin graft for a BBL? Wouldn't it more so be like for burn victims and shit like that?
Maybe so.
I don't think they borrow skin for BBLs.
What are they using the skin for? And why are they using dick skin? Dick skin is sensitive.
Your guess is as good as mine.
You know how sensitive the head of a dick is? You take some dick skin and you put it on your neck. If somebody touch your neck, you probably fall.
For them to specifically be stealing donkey dicks,
castrating donkeys. That's some
and
wild
sending it
shit.
to China, I could only think one thing, but I don't know for sure. Like,
let's say donkey dick skin can save the world. How the fuck do you find that out? What did you do to figure out, nigga, these donkeys' dicks they can save the world, nigga? I'm just saying, but I've heard women say that, like donkey dick can save the world. I've heard women say something like that.
Scientists, they figure it out.
Scientists?
Yeah, that's what they do. That's what they're supposed to do. Figure shit out for us. That we don't got to think about that.
Okay. Somehow that is correct. I got to make a button that would be like, somehow that is correct. You know what I'm talking about?
It ain't fun to think about.
Yeah, like, somehow that is correct.
Don't be dumb. Oh, you finished with the donkey dicks?
Well, I never started with the donkey dicks. You got to pause.
You started with the donkey dicks.
Whoa,
you realized that we skipped the donkey dicks, and you went back to the donkey dicks.
Well, I skipped donkey dicks. They ain't got nothing to do with me.
And then you
I thought you might be interested.
You doubled it back. Y'all heard him, right? Y'all heard he doubled back to the donkey dicks.
Moving right along. Don't be dumb aboard.
So dumb. You are really dumb. For real.
It goes to Gustavo Arnold, the CFO of Bed Bath & Beyond.
Yeah.
I need to go up there. I need a new shower curtain. I need some new sheets. My 3 account isn't where I want it to be. I need some new sheets.
Well, he committed suicide. What was it? Last earlier this week.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Jumped from the roof of his building.
Because the Changa building is so dope. Like, it's a new building in Manhattan. Y'all should check it out when y'all, you go to the city. But anyway, like he jumped from the 18th story.
Yeah.
Can you imagine like being there when he jumped, yo? Like, that's what I was thinking. Like, if I was just walking, just an innocent bystander, and then but
I wonder if you would hear him falling. Because I wonder if he screams, because a lot of times they say people that jump from those buildings have a heart attack and die before they hit the ground.
I would imagine.
So they did by the 16th floor, and it's just a quiet fall. But you think you could hear it?
I don't know. That's a good question.
So you just walk in, boom, hard impact on the ground, you wet, and you be like,
did
I make her squirt? Like, what the fuck? Because that happens when you, I know what I'm saying, like, because it'd be like a boom, and then you soaking wet, like, shawty, like, what the fuck is?
We talking about Gustavo.
And Gustavo. Gustavo.
He's a coward. I feel like a lot of, no offense to anyone out there, but I feel like a lot of these white people, when they get caught doing their little schemes and shit, they always take the easy way out by committing suicide. They don't want to ever face the music. Like, you did this, you committed this crime, which
they don't want to get anally raped.
Stock fraud. He did stock fraud. Over $1 million in it because he bought shares, kind of did the pump and dump type thing. Bought them up, dumped them off to make a big profit.
He was afraid of getting anally raped. That's my theory.
Yeah.
You watch Boondocks? That's always their biggest fear. Like, they're going to get anally raped.
Everybody watch Boondocks. But yeah, he took the coward move out. I mean, that's pretty much it. He didn't want to face it. There's comments.
Well, how about those Steelers? Jay, don't come in here with that Steelers shit. Y'all barely won that game.
All right.
Barely won that game.
We didn't even get to the sports section yet, and that thing got shit to do with it.
You talking shit. How about some damn Steelers? Whatever, niggas. Yo, me and J Lew gonna do a sports episode for y'all this week, Kickback Sports. We're probably doing it on Wednesday live and have it up for y'all Thursday. So Kickback Sports is coming. Kickback Conversations, one-on-one, me and one of you guys, one-on-one will be coming. And of course, a pod named Kickback. We ain't going nowhere. We'll be here. But it might be a pod named Thursday.
Why would it be Thursday? It's still Kickback.
We'll talk about it.
He being extra. It don't need to be renamed.
I'm just dropping hints. I'm dropping hints. They were like Thursday. I know how to
read between the lines.
Yeah, I know how to inception people. I put thoughts in their mind.
You mind fuck them.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And then I fuck them. Yeah. Oh, and everybody, stop sending me. When y'all send me videos of Ashanti walking down the street or getting out of the shower or laying in bed, and you send me the video, who the fuck do you think recorded the video? Y'all gotta relax. I have it on my phone already.
Probably her real man.
You gotta relax.
Probably her publicist.
Yeah, she does have a real man.
Not you.
Yeah, a real man. I'm a real man.
I don't think she lived in Atlanta. Like, how you find the time to do all of this?
What I tell you earlier, I be dating outside. I got hoes in different area codes. Don't do that. Yeah, I know it's ludicrous. It's ludicrous to think that. Right. We do want to get some shout outs, some positive news, because we talked a lot about death this episode. That's what happened when J Lew and Mel and I here. We done had 2 deaths and a damn suicide and then donkey dicks and shit. There's a lot going on.
Right.
But want to give some love, a Nipsey Hussle Award to Francis Tiafo, African-American male from Maryland, DMV area, who was playing in the U.S. Open. And he made it to the semifinals. Is very, very young. He's been a big Wizards supporter. Some of the Wizards, Bradley Beal notably, went to support him in the previous round. And he made it to the semifinals where he lost. And he's actually challenging the loss. He lost in 5 sets, and he's saying it was some fishy shit that made him lose. I didn't watch it.
Political shit.
Yeah.
It's politics and everything.
Everything. So I don't really do politics. I do dollar-tics. Money, you know what I'm saying? Dollar-tics as usual. I'm a dollar-tician for sure. Shout out to GOV Life. My album Dollar-Tics is up there in the cabinet. I'll show it to you at the end of the podcast. This album called Dollar-Tics. You want to see it? I know. That's what she said. But shout out to him. And one shout out to Shador Sanders, brother of DeAndre Sanders, who's been on the podcast before, a friend of the show, and also son of Deion Sanders. And he plays for Jackson State, the school Deion coaches for, and he had an amazing stat line, 28 for 31 passing as a quarterback with 5 touchdowns, no interceptions. That just doesn't go unnoticed. You know, as an African-American institution, HBCU, when you jump out there and have that kind of game, it's just phenomenal, man. We support you. We applaud you. And football is back. I'm excited for that. Definitely wanted to shout them out.
I was saying that he said Trinidad does not miss the Queen. I just saw that.
Oh, y'all gotta relax.
Mm-hmm.
She's 96.
Forget I'm not aware of all that sports stats, but congrats to all of them.
Yeah, we got shout out our peoples, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, of course. I'm with the shout out. I just don't pay attention to sports.
Netflix and chill. Are you watching? What are you watching? I know you actually watch any of that shit. What are you watching?
I don't watch TV. I think I told you this the past few episodes I've been telling you. I don't watch TV like that. So I only watch the things that they force me to watch. Which well, honestly, no, I got caught up with Kanan.
Okay.
I got caught up with Kanan. I didn't see.
So you watched it last
episode.
night?
No, I didn't watch it last night. I didn't watch it this morning. I ain't had time for all of that.
So you up until this?
I'm up until this week's episode. Okay. I didn't see this week's episode, but I'm caught up though, so I'm gonna watch it.
It was a pretty good episode. It was a little different.
You watched it already?
Mm-hmm. I'm watching it midnight. I'll be up in here just with my hemorrhoids all sitting like this, just watching it. I enjoyed the episode. Kanan was the show I thought I would like, but I thought it was going to be Kanan as a kid with Ghost and Tommy. So now that it's just Kanan's story, I was a little disappointed, but I'm not going to lie. What? I like it. Oh. Well, I thought it was going to be Kanan, Ghost, and Tommy as kids. So you got to think, and Angie. So you got to think when there was no Ghost, no Tommy, no Angie, I was like.
But I mean, It's called Raising Kanan.
But Kanan raised Ghost, Tommy, and Angie.
But it's called Raising Kanan. It ain't called Raising Kanan, Tommy, and Angie.
But they were there. They were there. Did you not listen to the stories? Jukebox.
Right, but it's called Raising Kanan. So it's about his family.
Say it again.
It's about raising Kanan. So it's about the motherfuckers that raised him. Guess what? Angie and Tommy ain't raised him.
He raised them.
The story is not called
they hung out in high
Kanan
school.
and the homies that he raised.
But whoever he hanging with, like the white boy, famous, he was. Where the fuck is Ghost and Tommy?
I don't know. They ain't in the picture. No, because wait. Because
they all went to high school together.
Yeah, they went to. No, did they? No, didn't they meet Kanan after high school?
No, they were still teenagers. They were still kids. I think Kanan was a year or two older.
You gonna make me go back and watch Ghost now? I believe they met Kanan outside of. Who watching that could correct us on this? Because did they not meet Tommy and Ghost?
Do you remember the final episode of Power, the original Power? Yeah. When they were talking about all this new shit coming soon, then it showed Kanan in high school with Ghost and Tommy and Angie.
I don't remember that.
They was in high school together. So I don't know what grade Kanan is in, but at some point, Ghost and Tommy need to pop up. Now, when that happens, Raising Kanan is going to be the best one of them all.
There's still more to come. I mean, his mother ain't even died yet, so you know what I'm saying. You know that's part of his story. So
did he meet Tommy and Ghost after she died?
I believe so. There's still a lot to go for his life story. So I mean, maybe they will pop up in there, but right now they're not part of this stage in his life.
And I'm waiting. Like I'm waiting for Ashanti and everybody to be a part of my life story.
Jukebox is the only part because they related.
He killed her for fucking Tariq. But anyway. You better ever kill me for Tariq. You know my middle name is Tariq?
You told me.
That motherfucker ruined my name until he got his own series and then he bought some redemption.
Yeah, I fucked with Tariq. I didn't like that little nigga in Power. Yeah, like he was a piece of shit.
Pissing me off.
Oh my god.
This nigga ruined my goddamn name.
Got his twin sister killed. He's an ass.
Raina!
But yeah. I fucks with him now though.
Yeah, now he doing this thing. He got a couple little nice little shorties
too. Walking in his father's footsteps.
Yeah, definitely. He doing this thing. They be chumping him up sometimes. He a kid, but he always outsmart them. He always got something going on.
Right. That's what I like about him. He beats them with his intellect. You know, he don't have to use physical strength or anything. Like he beats them with his intellect. Smart kid. Hell yeah. That's why I tell women at times, you can beat me with your brain. Or with brains. Like, give me brains and win. You don't have to always be. You know what? Next topic.
Don't give me no mic. So
at all.
Cobra Kai season 5 dropped. Cobra Kai is a spin-off TV show about the Karate Kid, the original Karate Kid series, and it is executive produced by Will Smith and his company. I grew up a big fan of the Karate Kid. I took karate because of the Karate Kid. I watched all the fucking Karate Kids. Like as a child, that was my shit. And when they were saying bringing the show back, I was like, I gotta watch it. But I didn't think it would be good. But it's amazing because they bring in different characters from the actual movies from when we were kids. They bring them back. Some of them are mainstays. Some of them just do cameos. But it is the way they tie in the new story with the old story that I remember as a child seamlessly, and the lessons. And like, I'm not going.
Is it like Coming to America? How they did the remake of that? Tied everything in? Oh, nah. Better, worse, similar?
I just think it's better.
Okay.
I think it's way better.
It's a movie or
it's a TV show. This season 5. Oh, yeah. It's a series.
Oh, not season 5. I'm definitely not gonna watch it. I'm not about to like go back to the beginning.
I'm telling you. Well, it depends on how you felt about the Karate Kids as a kid.
Nah, I fucked with the Karate Kids.
Then you would fall in love with this.
I just listened to your recaps of it. That's cool.
Okay.
I'm about to start back from season 1 and they all the way on season 5.
Yeah. I'm not gonna say anything. It just came out Friday, and I'm probably the only person that's finished it. So I ain't gonna spoil it for nobody. But next week when Mel and J Lew back, we're gonna have a whole ass conversation about this shit. I at least know Mel watch it. I don't know if J Lew watch it. J Lew don't really watch TV that much.
I was about to say, I feel like me and J Lew the ones that don't really watch all that.
I'm still enjoying She-Hulk. Rap shit is over. Your girl Carisha did an interview with Saweetie. Them some bad shit, Sean.
Say her name again.
Saweetie. I know it's gonna be Sweetie, but it's an A in the middle. It's SAW. She lucky I ain't call her Saw Edie. That's what she's lucky.
Yo.
That's a pretty woman. That's a pretty woman. That's all I gotta say. Sweetie is very pretty. I love a pretty face. And so is Carisha, you know, Miami. I think she's pretty too.
She is.
But they just a bunch of fun. Young Miami is the fun time every old nigga wants. Shout out to Diddy. And Sweetie is just a fine motherfucker. What I do?
You disrespectful.
What? I'm an old nigga too. Anyway.
Diddy, if you watching, I apologize. I apologize for my co-host. He don't have no behavior.
What I done?
You're not old, Diddy. You living in your prime, yo. Like,
Yeah.
You're in your prime.
You need another podcast on that network besides Carisha. I'll let a part and kick back in. Or we give you a discount if you do New and I. We give you a discount.
New and I.
But what you call this shit? She-Hulk got some dick this
New and
week.
I though. Can it be nine new?
It could, but it don't fit. It don't fit because you know the U and I, new and nine, it rhyme. It's a rhyme pattern. It's marketing.
Nine new.
Yeah, I and you. Who says I and you?
You know what? Whatever. New and nine. We can rock with that. I don't care.
That's what I'm saying. But She-Hulk got some dick.
Wait, what?
She-Hulk got some dick this week.
I don't watch that, so I don't even know. Like,
well, you know what the Hulk is.
She's
a woman Hulk
or something.
She just became the Hulk like a month ago. She's new to it. It's like
so her career like interferes with her personal life.
Yeah, because she became a green monster.
Right.
So she wasn't dating like nigga. I'm the Hulk now. Can I date? She got some dick though.
Was she the Hulk at the time that she got
it? Yeah, she was the Hulk. She got the dick.
Who gave it up to her? Like,
some muscle bound black dude.
Interesting.
Probably got his dick from Nigeria.
Oh my
donkey dick sent to China and America. She got up the next morning. She was turned back into a little white girl.
Oh my God.
He was like, "Whoa, you a little white girl?" She was like, "It's me. I'm She-Hulk." I'm like, "Nah, you not."
So he rather her the green monster?
Yeah.
Interesting.
You know how much stronger she is. She probably could ride harder. She probably suck harder.
All right.
How good she sucked.
What's the next one? Legacy.
Oh, the Lakers. The Lakers. There's a Hulu documentary called Legacy, and it's the Lakers telling their own story because the TV show Winning Time, they objected to that. They didn't think it painted them in the best light. It was a great show. And usually, if you say you're not with the show, I'm gonna watch it because I'm gonna support you. But that shit is just fucking amazing. And this documentary is amazing. It is all the way up now to where Shaq just sat down and started talking. So we are now entering where Shaq signed his contract with the Lakers, and we're going to go through the Shaq and Kobe era. And this shit phenomenal. Like as a sports junkie, a Lakers junkie, a basketball junkie, like this shit is feeding all my cravings. And it drops every Monday on Hulu. So I have to wait until midnight for the new episode tonight. And I'll watch House of Dragons and then Party Twice. And then I'll watch some sports.
Can y'all tell he don't sleep? I don't understand. Like
I don't sleep.
Where he finds the time to watch all these
I don't
shows
sleep.
And work and
do podcasts and listen to podcasts and listen to Jay-Z verse when God did 18 times. It be a lot going on, man. I ain't gonna hold you.
Are we gonna talk about No, we ain't even gonna give it don't even give him no airtime.
I'm about to say unless we just clown him.
Yeah, because he's very corny.
The fans I'm on now, love, I wouldn't believe me neither. I would think Jay-Z's a cheater. I wouldn't listen to Reason either. Clown ass nigga.
Yeah, let's not even give him no shot. Because then people's gonna go Google it and give him views and he don't even need it. He don't deserve the views.
He don't need it. Fuck Big Word. See, we gotta do like that. Mel favorite
sound effect.
Yeah, her favorite segment. What is it?
You can get with this. You can get with that. I didn't think you could get with this.
But we can't play it because YouTube be hating. You can get with this. I hate that I gotta do that to keep YouTube from blocking our videos. But whatever. This or that, now I alluded to it earlier. And this is something that I've come across a couple times. Twice this week, actually. Two women, I'm flirting with, whatever, communicating with. And I found out it's these two women were both Trump supporters.
Well, so you would like answer the question though, like it's a this or that. Like, would you date someone with different political?
Okay, well,
before you go into your story, just saying like what it is.
I was doing a tease.
Oh, okay.
Is that when you put the head in? It's just a tip. It's coming. So
why?
Don't give me no mic. Don't give me a mic. Don't give me a mic.
Sure.
So could you this or that? Would you be able to date someone with a different religious point of view or a different political point of view? Or would you not be able to date someone with a different religious view or different political point of view? This or that. Could you do it? Could you not do it? I don't have my answer yet, so I'll give it to pass it to you now.
How the hell you don't have your answer?
Why?
You've experienced this twice already.
But it was this week.
You were very adamant
I might still fuck both of them. I don't know.
You were very adamant about not fucking with them because
not being in I could not be in a relationship with a woman that voted for Trump.
But you just smash. You smash and pass.
I'm curious as to what a woman that likes Trump head is like. That's probably some different shit.
As far as my opinion goes, that's non-sexual related. Would I date someone that has different political or religious views outside of mine? Because I've witnessed, I had, friends that was a couple that kind of had the difference in religious views, and I saw that couldn't really work in their household with their kids because one was like, what is that? 7-Day Adventist, whatever. So they don't really celebrate like holidays and stuff like that or whatever. And the husband was or is Christian, so he celebrated like the holidays and everything. And they were kind of torn with the kids as far as where to go with it. One want to celebrate Christmas, the other one is like, oh, it's just another day. So I personally don't think I could be with someone that with different religious views. So I don't know, I probably sound like very hypocritical to say this, but with political views, I don't really care. Like we can have different political views on things because we could just agree to disagree. I think that's completely different. It's at the end of the day, when it comes, I think more so I'm thinking on the family perspective of things. If you have children with this person or you plan to have children with this person and you're raising the children under one accord in one household, I think you both need to be on the same page with religious aspects, because this is something that you're instilling in your children. When it comes to politics, that's not something that really needs to be instilled in your children. Like, that's a decision that they'll eventually make on their own. They'll have their own views. In my opinion, I don't think it's something that parents should drill it. Like, you need to be a Republican, you need to be a Democrat, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, at least with me, with my kids, like I have children or whatever. Like, I never forced them to be one party or the next. But I did encourage them to seek, information and do their own research and then come to a decision on which party they want to follow. Religious views, yeah, I just think that's a little different. It could complicate things in the home if you have different religious views. I've seen it tear families apart.
I'm gonna jump in and I want to say the exact opposite of everything you just said. And
of course,
I'm gonna tell you why.
That's what you do.
I'm gonna tell you why. Aside from this, what I do, and as a 5% living in America, like we say we 5% of the population, but in 2022 we're more like 2% of the population. So I've never dated a 5%.
Right. So
everyone I dated has been Muslim, Christian, Catholic, atheist, agnostic, spiritual, traditional African, traditional spirituality. So I've never dated a woman that said, I'm not saying, I don't consider being a 5% as a religion, but for the sake of argument, let's say my religion. So I've never done that. And so I've always been under the guise of under the assumption that I will never date a 5%. Like it ain't gonna happen. My girl gonna be Christian. And I just accepted it and just like, fuck it, dog. So every woman I've dated, what I found peace in is when they're spiritual. Right. I'm not really religious. I'm spiritual, more or less this. Those women intrigue me because they're not Christian.
And I would agree with that because that is more so me. Like I don't go on the normal terms of, oh, I'm a Christian or I'm Methodist or I'm Pentecostal or whatever. Although growing up, I was baptized at various forms of religion because of my parents. But once I became of age and was able to make decisions for myself and learning more about spirituality, I just declared myself that like I'm spiritual. I do believe there's a higher being. And that's pretty much it for me. Like I do my own research and just make my own assumptions of things. I mean, not assumptions, but I draw my own conclusions from the things that I learn. I don't follow any, because for me, I feel like different religions it's man-made rules. It's just another form of control to me.
Facts.
That's my personal opinion. I, as an adult, was baptized into a Baptist church. However, before I made that decision, I did have a discussion with the board and with the pastor. Pretty much why I made that decision is because the pastor himself, his word resonated with me. And it was just that. And I explained that to him. I was like, I want to be a part of this church because your word resonates with me. But don't get it twisted. Like, I am not a Baptist. Mm-hmm. And I'm not going, because they had a problem with me coming to church with short sleeve or no sleeve and my tattoo showing. And I just let them know, listen, if y'all want me to be a part of your church, y'all got to accept this because this is how I'm coming.
And I know this is what you was thinking.
The truth is, you should say, thank you, man.
That's how you feel. I know.
Right. No, and you know what? I was very outspoken. I was one of the younger ones that was a member of the church and everything. And I pretty much expressed to them, like, this is why y'all are not getting younger members of the church, the youth of the church pulling in, because you're coming at them like with all these stipulations to come to church or to be a part of this church. You need to look this way. You need to act this way. You need to do this. Like, nah, if you want them to receive the word, it don't matter. Like, as they say, like, come as you are. It shouldn't matter like what they look like or whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just allow people to come and receive the word. That's what you should be focused on.
Well, most preachers say nowadays, because of all their jewelry and all that shit.
I believe in conspicuous consumption. Really? If you have it, flaunt it. Really?
So they be flaunting it. But I look at it like, I've never felt like I would get never. I thought it was a very slim chance I would get a woman that identified spiritually like I did. And so, just from being in America, if I was in Saudi Arabia, I'm like, oh, I got all the bitches, you know what I mean? But like, out here, I'm like, yeah. So I have left that alone. Politically, though, I'm not a Democrat. What?
No, go ahead.
I'm not a Democrat or a Republican. So you could be a Republican and I can fuck with you. You could be a Democrat, I can fuck with you, but I'm neither one. But you can't be no fucking Trump supporter. I'm just gonna be like, all right, dog, you want some Bama shit. Cause and it's not even like I think Trump's super racist. I'm not even sure if Trump racist. I just think Trump's stupid. So if you support Trump, I just kind of think you're stupid. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I ain't even looking at it like you support the racist guy. I'd be like, you support the dumb nigga. Like that makes me question your ability to think. You know what I'm saying? That's how I look at it. So I could date a Republican woman as long as she, was intelligent in her views. But if you're supporting Trump, I'm just like, all right.
I'm not a Trump supporter. However, I do feel like he was doing a better job than our current president. That's just my opinion. But anyway.
I'm not even going to go there with you. I'm not even going to go there. I was about to be like, in what category?
Do you feel...
But this ain't a political podcast anymore.
Do you feel as though, because you say you pretty much gave up hope on finding a 5% or whatever. Do you feel like you could find a spiritual woman that would convert for you? That you would be able to teach her your so-called religion or your religious views?
I refer to it as a way of life, but I appreciate you being careful with your words, my nigga. My nigga, respect. Every woman I date learns and studies the 5% nation. Most specifically, the mathematics. So I do believe this. When we teach this, that the black man is the sun in the universe, and the black woman was symbolic too, and the black woman is symbolic to the earth and the moon. The earth, we fertilize our seed. The sun's rays of light brings life to the earth. And with the moon doesn't generate its own light. The moon just reflects the sun's light. So I do think that my woman will reflect my light. And I don't see a way that she wouldn't. So any woman I deal with is going to be like, whatever her belief system is, and mine incorporated.
She's going to embrace yours regardless.
Yeah, to a degree. I'm not telling her, but I would keep it 100. I would do the same to a degree. Like, I don't like church, but I'm going to go sometime if my girl is in the church, because one, I want to know what my woman hearing. Right. What is she hearing when she's outside of my room, outside of my walls? What did she hear? And she's gonna want our kids to go. At least I think I've always resigned myself to the fact that we're gonna provide, we're gonna give our kids the best of both worlds. They're gonna study from me. They're gonna study from her, and then they'll make their decision when they get to a certain age. But sometimes she's gonna want our kids at church with her. So I gotta go. What are you telling my kids?
That's a good point.
So I'm gonna be, but I've studied, most of the major religions, mainly as a kid, so I could destroy them. So I could tell you everything wrong with Christianity, everything wrong with Judaism. You know what I'm saying? That's why I did it. It was a negative reason, but out of that negative reason, some positivity came because I learned. So I understand Christianity probably better than most Christians. I understand Buddhism better than most Buddhists. I understand Judaism better than most Judaisms. I understand Islam better than most Muslims. You know what I'm saying? Because I was curious. It was like certain things somebody asked me, would I consider myself a nerd? And I was like, hell no. But I know that this new generation definition of nerd is different than how we grew up. Their definition of nerd is you are a nerd for something you truly study and obsess with. I'm a nerd for sex. And I'm not going to sex, but just for the record, I'm a nerd for sports. I can tell you statistics. In 1989, Michael Jordan, I know all that shit. I'm a nerd for religion. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really studied that shit, and I really, tried to understand it and wrap my mind around it. What sent me on that journey was my mother died, and I was like, God took him over to heaven. So God killed my mother, bet I'm gonna kill God.
What?
I was 11 years old. What was you thinking? My mother was all I had. God took her to heaven. I'm gonna fuck him up. So basically, if I die, I go to heaven. Like, yeah. So if I kill myself, I go to heaven. Bet I'm gonna kill myself, go to heaven, and beat the shit out of God. That's my plan. Took my mama. No, this is me as a kid. Okay. I'm 46 now.
I got you.
That was me at 11.
I heard you. But you repeating it now.
I'm just saying, but
I'm just saying.
What the Christians say? God know my heart.
Mm-hmm. I just want to be clear of any.
If he ain't came, I only played the song I made in '98. If he ain't came for me yet, I'm not really tripping. But what was the to wrap it all up, to make a long story less long. I would love a woman who was spiritual and not Christian, and I would love a woman who didn't necessarily have a political party but voted along the lines of righteousness or along the lines of common sense. Mm-hmm. I don't like Joe Biden, but I knew Trump had to go. I saw how he handled COVID. We see what happened with the what you call the shit,
do a shitty job with
the insurrection. He got motherfuckers running up in the Capitol. We've never had anybody run up in the Capitol. That's directly related to Trump. I knew he had to go. And I told everybody, if Trump gets in office, it's gonna be a fucking world disaster. Oh, you trying to scare us? You just a Democrat. Bitch, I ain't no Democrat. I call them Democrats. I don't fuck with them. I ain't like Clinton. All black people like, yeah, Bill Clinton, the first black president. I was like, fuck Bill Clinton. Because he said some shit about Farrakhan I ain't like. So I ain't never like Bill Clinton. I ain't never like none of them motherfuckers. Gore, none of them niggas. I'm not a Democrat, but I'm not a Republican either. I just look for who gonna do the best for me and my people. Or, who gonna give us the best opportunity. That's all I cared about. It wasn't gonna be Reagan. It wasn't gonna be Trump. It wasn't gonna be Bush. It wasn't gonna be Nixon. So who's gonna give us the best shot? And it ain't bad in them neither. But as far as a better shot, and I'm gonna send you an article I posted the other day about everything that Biden has done for black people specifically since he's been in office. Trump can't hold account to that shit. And then when he balanced the budget, Trump can't do a fucking thing with that. Job opportunities, Trump ain't got shit on that. Biden is better than Trump in every category except he's not as entertaining. Trump is the most entertaining president I've ever seen. Like, that motherfucker made me laugh. That motherfucker made me go, what the fuck? Yeah. Politics has never been more entertaining.
Comical, yeah. It was definitely comical. I gotta agree with you on that.
I would be hating him like, fuck that bitch ass nigga. And I hear him say something like, nah, that shit was funny. That's just funny. Excuse me. Fake news. Oh, this nigga's crazy, dog. This nigga crazy. Yeah. A dude came in my post the other day and was like,
definitely getting up, boy.
I don't fuck with Trump evil, whatever. Or I don't fuck with Biden or something shit. But he was like, but Trump was better than Biden because at least with Trump, you know where you stand. And I was like, you stupid as shit. He was like, I don't care if you don't like my opinion, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, I'm not stupid. Yeah, I'm not even responding to you. This is what I told him. I'm not responding to your comment because what you said was just stupid. Like niggas act like that if a motherfucker. So if I come to you and tell you I'm gonna kill your whole family tomorrow, and somebody else comes to you and lies to you about whether they ate a donut or not, you can be like, well, the one person kept it real. Like, shut the fuck up. That's just stupid. That's just stupid. It's the dumbest thing you can say. Racist white people always, I don't like Trump. I just like that he's not a regular politician. Man, kiss my ass. You saw what he did as a non-regular politician. We lost 1 million Americans to fucking COVID. As a non-politician, we had motherfuckers run up in the Capitol trying to kill the vice president and young lady. I forget what her position is. She the whip of the state? Nancy Pelosi. I forget her exact position. But that's what having a non-politician or president to the truth. That's what that gets you. And if Trump was doing all that shit and still making shit better for black people, because that's really all I care about. I don't give a fuck what he do for white people. I don't give a fuck what he do for America. Like, what you do for the niggas? What you do for us? And if I can trace back what you did for us, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? But you ain't do shit for us, man, get the fuck out of here. That was my rant. I went off on a rant. But
all right. Well, the club rape situation.
Man, this is very controversial. I wish Mel was here because she disagrees with me. But I'll tell you the story. I don't know if it's true or not. But it's a meme.
She responded in the group chat?
She said, "This is trash." And I was like, because he didn't go back to her? A guy told the young lady he was dating in a relationship with, if she goes to this sleazy club, according to him, he was going to break up with her. He didn't want her to go. He didn't want to go with her friend. And I'll pause right here. We don't control women, men. We are not their bosses. We're their partners. So we can't just tell a woman not to go. But if there's a situation that I feel is detrimental to my woman, my soul, or our relationship, I will respectfully put my foot down. But I expect her to do the same thing when she feels that way. It's not like I'm the big bad man and I run shit. But I will be honest. I do think that as the man in a relationship, I get 51% of the power, 51-49. And I ask some woman to trust me. Like, I know I'm bad with money. So I'm pretty much, like, I'm on record. When I get married, my check is going to my wife. She gonna give me a fucking allowance, and she's in charge of paying all the bills and doing all the shit we need to get done. And she gonna get the money I get is the money I get to do for me.
And that's how it should.
New want to party, new want to buy bottles, new want to go out to the club, the fellas. But I'm not going to the fucking club. Whatever new want to do will come out of that money. She's in charge of finances for the house because I'm bad with money. So I know my weakness, and I expect my woman is the queen of the money. She's in charge of money. Because I'm gonna marry a woman who's good with money. If I married a woman who's bad at money, we're headed for fucking doom. Yeah. But in my areas of expertise, I expect her to defer to me. Okay. And if I say, look, baby, you going to this club, well, my age, my wife shouldn't be going to no fucking club. But let's say I'm young, I was younger. And I say, I don't like this spot, I don't feel good about it. And if this is what you on, then we're not aligned correctly. And I think this is a deal breaker for me. And she says, okay, baby, if you feel that way, I won't go. And then the day she's supposed to go, she disappears. I don't hear from her. And she goes. And while she's there, she gets she leaves with 2 guys to go to another party, gets physically attacked and raped. And she calls me at 4 a.m. telling me what happened. I'm going to go get her. I want to, I guess, bring her home. But I'm going to be like, this is why I told you not to go. And because you broke our trust, it is over.
That's dirty, though. Like, that is not the right time to say, I told you so. And she beat the fuck up.
Well, maybe not that night. Maybe not that night.
And you could be, damn, he fucked you up. Damn it. I told you so. Like, who does that?
No, but I do think it's wrong to do it that night. At that night, you gotta be.
There's the empathy.
Yeah, that night you gotta
be empathetic.
It ain't always the right time to be right. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that night probably isn't the time to have that conversation. But I'm still leaving, like because at the end of the day, you lied to me, you deceived me, And if you wouldn't have been attacked, I would have probably never known. But I would have guessed it. That bitch went to the club because she didn't call me all day. I would have guessed, but I wouldn't have known for sure. But the relationship is still over because we came to an agreement. Not that I told you what to do. We came to an agreement and you agreed.
I didn't read
and then
that
you
part.
lied.
They did agree on it?
They agreed. He said she agreed not to go.
Oh, I didn't read that.
And that's why I'm like, so she lied. So a liar, I don't want to date you, liar. I don't want to be with you, liar. And and I tried to prevent you from getting hurt. And I've done that with I have, different women that I've tried to prevent going through bullshit. And they just, what I'm saying, want to do their own thing. And I'm like, all right, well, you need to be single. Then you can continue to do your own thing.
Oh, I think I missed the whole slide. I didn't even see this part. She left with some guy and his friend. All right, she dumped out. All right, so yeah, I get all of that. I mean, yeah, see, I missed the whole slide, so I didn't get the whole story. But I just felt like he should, as long as he was empathetic, that he's not obligated to stay with her. However, I feel like I'm not big on ultimatums. Don't give me no ultimatum. Because nigga, just do it. Just do you.
But they agree. So what's wrong with
yeah, I mean, well, yeah. If they agree, then that's different. But if he was on some which what it sounded like at the beginning, he was on some I don't want you to go. You better not go. If you go, we're not gonna be together.
I think that is. No, you're right.
That's fucked up.
You're right.
That's an ultimatum, and
you're right.
That is also a form of control. It should be her decision. But adversely, he has his own decision too. He has a choice whether you want to stay or go. That is your decision. But you should not give her no ultimatum on you better stay home because I want you to stay home. Come on now. That's
Berger, our number one supporter who's with us on IG and now he's with us on Facebook. He said, would you even take her to the hospital? Me personally, yes. I have been in situations, I won't speak on specifics, but something happened with me and a young woman. We broke up. That night, she needed to be taken to the hospital. I took her. And it was against her parents' wishes. But I was like, nah, something wrong, something ain't right with her. I'm taking her. And you really can't stop me. You know what I'm saying? I'm worried about her, so I'm taking her. And actually, her parents love me for that shit. It was like, this little motherfucker really love you. But we broke up, and we stayed broken up for probably another month or two because I was so pissed at what happened that night. But when I knew she needed help, all that pissed off shit went out the window. Right. You know what I'm saying? So yes, I'm taking her to the hospital, and I'm probably going to stay there all night. And I'm probably going to be there until a family member can take over the duties. If there is no family member that can take over, I'm probably going to be the lead person involved in her immediate recovery, meaning the first couple of days in the hospital, maybe the first couple of days home. And then I have a life to get to. Right. We're not together anymore. You're not my responsibility. You broke our bond. So I'm free of that. You know what I'm saying?
I think another key point to mention in this, I thought I saw that the time frame, I think makes a huge difference. They were only together for 7 months. So I mean, really and truly,
shit.
Neither one of them have.
I had him always longer than 7 months.
Shut up. But yeah, this is a relationship that's less than a year old. I mean,
if they go into the club, they're still young.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I stand on. I feel like he was being a bit controlling by giving her an ultimatum, like you better not go, or are we done? That's fucked up. But at the same time, she made her choice. She made her bed. She got to lay in it. What happened. Just being human. Yeah, he should be empathetic to her situation, but he's definitely by far not obligated to go back to her or stay with her. Because he said what he said. He want to stand on it. Let's stand on it. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
And she got to accept that because you took a chance by going out, regardless when you knew what was, pretty much what the outcome was, what the repercussions were going to be if you ended up going. So you got to stand on your decision too.
Yeah, she thought he was going to be like,
I'm gonna stick beside him.
He said, "No, I'm getting the fuck up out of here. No, I'm gone. I'm gone." He looked at her. He looked at her and was like,
So dumb. You are really dumb. For real.
That's not nice. That's not nice.
I'm not a nice person.
Yeah, nah, she
was like,
kind of dumb out.
Got to be there.
Nah, you forgot to be there.
She did dumb out.
I took you to the hospital, so
The truth is, you should say, thank you, man.
I missed the whole slide, so yeah. the fact that she left with another dude and his friend, like she definitely dumbed out on that. She made some foolish decisions that yeah, she had to pay the price for. I feel sorry for her, but
yeah, definitely want to send her healing and healing energy,
right,
and hope she gets past this because it's
no
a
one deserves
coward,
that.
and you're a coward and a bitch to take something from a woman,
Right,
and to beat her. In addition to taking that special thing from her, you a pussy ass nigga deserve to die.
Right.
You deserve to have your donkey dick cut off and shit to China from Nigeria, you motherfucking bitch ass nigga.
She definitely don't deserve that. However, she didn't take good measures. Like, what you doing leaving with the club with some random nigga and his friends? Like, a man is automatically like gonna be physically more stronger than you are, and you leaving with two of them by yourself. She kind of dumbed out on that one. So yeah, feel sorry for her, but yeah, nah, like he's not obligated to go back to her or stay with her, whatever the case may be. And again, their relationship was all of 7 months. Like, come on, it ain't that serious. I mean, at least to me, like less than a year. Come on now, move the fuck on.
Yeah, just look at it like this. It's over, and now you're free.
Nigga free.
Yeah.
But he don't seem like. Oh yeah, he's kind of a fuck nigga for the ultimatum.
You're a good man free. No, he was trying to prevent her from being in that situation. He said it's a fucked up club. It's sleazy. It's dangerous. He tried to keep her from being in that dangerous environment, and she wanted to turn up.
Yeah.
He sounded like a good man to me. I don't want my woman in that environment. One, it's a safety hazard. Two, it's just he knew what it was. You know, and obviously, who didn't know?
Say something, but
who didn't know what it
say
was?
That. I was gonna say like maybe he should have went about it differently rather than. No one likes to be given an ultimatum, and I feel
That's
like
true.
if he expressed to her like his genuine concern, like, babe, like I really don't want you to go because of how dangerous this atmosphere is, and I'm just, I'm concerned about your. Huh?
I was talking to Burger.
Oh, and I'm just concerned about your well-being. Maybe she would have taken that a little differently rather than he said, "Don't." It's a sleazy club. Don't go, or we over. Like,
well, but I had to
it's like how he said it kind of was
that always that as a person who says things harshly all the time. Hey, Burger, he couldn't go with it because she lied to him and said that she wasn't going, and then she called him in the middle of the night saying this happened. So he couldn't have went with her because she told him she would not go.
And he just didn't want her to go. He didn't even. That was never even an option. His option was an ultimatum. It was don't go or we're done.
And going back to your point now, something that bothers me is, like I said, it's a nigga who doesn't say everything the right way all the time. I had an ex-girlfriend who said, "You're right. Like, you be right, but it's how you say it." And I was like,
because that does make a big difference.
And then, you know what my answer was? You dumb bitch. I'm right. I'm telling you the right shit, but you're doing the wrong thing because you don't like the way y'all nigga talk. You know, that's from what's that TV show? Snowfall.
You know, I don't watch TV.
Oh, damn. You didn't get my joke at all.
Nah.
All right. But so I'm right. I'm giving you good information, but you're not listening because you don't like the way y'all nigga talk. And that's dumb to me. That makes you ignorant. Like, you're right, and I would do that. And you had great advice, but you said it the wrong way. So now I'm not going to take it. It's like,
I don't think that. Come on, I don't think that's how it was meant. That's how you're interpreting it. Because
if you do the opposite of what I say solely because you didn't like the way I said it.
Now, I didn't say that she went and did it or should have done it solely off of how he said it. I'm just saying that maybe she didn't like. He didn't.
Sometimes
he
you need
didn't
ultimatums.
No.
If you go suck that nigga dick tomorrow, this relationship is over. What? You gave me an ultimatum? I'm gonna go suck his dick. You dumb.
You should never give somebody an ultimatum. That's just
I don't like.
That's just me.
I don't like ultimatums, but I don't like them.
Because we're human beings.
But I don't like them.
I don't like them. We all have free will. All you can do
is I can
voice
tell
your concern.
What I can tell you is what's going to walk you about the door. When I was first learning to be a sales supervisor, one of the guys that trained me was like, "This is what I tell my reps. Everything is on you. You can either come in and do the right thing, handle your business, or you can do the wrong thing and you're gonna walk yourself out the door. I'm not gonna fire you. You're gonna fire yourself." And that's how I feel with a woman. Like, you're gonna do the right things, or you can do the wrong things. But if you do the wrong things, you're gonna walk yourself out that door. It's certain shit I'm not having. So it ain't about an ultimatum. It ain't about trying to control you. Because I don't want a partner I can control, but I want a partner I'm aligned with. And if you're trying to do things that don't align with me, then you're gonna walk yourself out the door. It ain't about if you do this. I'm not even coming at a woman like that because I'm not nobody's boss. So I'm not coming at you if you do this. But I'm gonna let you know I have deal breakers,
Right.
and we've just discovered a new one. Apparently, we never knew this before today, but apparently going to this club is going to be a deal breaker. Now, I can't control you. I'm not your boss. I'm not your father. I'm your daddy and your baby, but I'm not your father. And if you don't, and if you do this, you're gonna walk yourself up out that door. And it's as simple as that. Like if we have a date plan and you don't show up, no call, no show, you're gonna walk yourself out the door.
That's a deal breaker.
If you don't, no call, no show, I'm in management my whole life. If you don't call in and you don't show up, you fired. There's no call, no. You
So
can't
your
no call, no show.
relationships are like jobs.
Yeah, they're definitely business transactions. My life coach
feel like a job.
My life, I didn't say they felt like a job. I didn't say that part. My life coach told me, never date a woman you couldn't build a business with. So if I don't think I could build a business with you, I don't think you're reliable. If I think you're capable of a no call, no show, I can't really build a business with you. If I can't build a business with you, I can't build a life with you. Like what would be in your mind to make you, like we got a date and you just disappear? You've made a decision somewhere along the line that my level of importance has diminished.
Right.
So if you do that, then and you can't diminish. Like
I see where you're coming from. In relationships,
give me respect.
I think there just should be, just open communication and guidelines that should be set forth at the beginning in the first place. So,
100.
we have boundaries. This is my boundaries. And like you said, deal breakers or whatever. Like, this is my boundary. You cross this boundary, just know I'm out. Like, there is no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Like, I'm out. Like, we're done. We're done. And that's it. But I mean, you can't just go. I don't even want to say that you can't go like adding shit to them in the middle of the relationship.
Well, this is how I view it. And I always communicate it this way. You should set the expectation and communicate when the expectation changes.
Right.
Because if you just pop up out of nowhere, like, well, I know I didn't tell you this, but going to that club is a deal breaker. Bye. She be like, what the fuck? I didn't even do anything wrong. I didn't violate any of our rules that we have for each other. Right. And you out? No, you have to communicate when that when the expectation changes.
Right.
And some things is like, it's some things a woman could want to do, or probably a man could want to do that ends a relationship just off their desire to do it. My woman is like, look, this is true. This is what I want to do. I'm like, what you want to do? I want to quit my job. I had a girl tell me this before, and she wasn't my girlfriend. We was fuck buddies, but she was like, this is what I'm gonna do. It's my hustle. I'm gonna give my kids to my mother. I'm gonna go live into this little homeless shelter, right? So I ain't gotta pay no rent and shit. And I'm gonna take my money and I'm gonna buy me like a fancy Maserati or something. And I'm gonna go to all these industry events. And nobody really knows me, but they're gonna know I got that fancy car. And that's how I'm gonna sneak into this game. And when she was saying this to me, I sat there and I was like,
you were instantly
you
turned
don't
off.
even know this is the last conversation we ever had.
Because it was an instant
You
turn off.
don't know that you're never gonna speak to me again. And she texted me for weeks. What did I do? What did I do? What the fuck are you doing? Why are you being like this? And I was sitting there like, shorty, when I listened to you talk, I knew I would never speak to you again. I didn't respond to her because I had no reason to. But I sat there like, I will never speak to this woman again. And she proud of her story, like, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
She thought it was the best idea ever.
You know, like, wow, you don't even know. You will never hear from me again. It's just crazy you're saying this to me. And
I can definitely get that.
So there are instant deal breakers, but like I'm a talker, I'm a podcaster, I'm on my mouth. I'm gonna tell you when you got me fucked up. I'm gonna tell you when shit ain't right. I'm gonna tell you when I disagree, and it's just up to you to do the right thing. And if you don't do the right thing, then I think I better let it go. Looks like another love TKO. Why you didn't do the background for me? Boom.
But anyway,
that's a deal breaker.
That's cool.
Mel and J Lew, come back.
Everything about him is a deal breaker.
Wow. You know what?
But anyway, I do agree with you a lot what you're saying now, though, because I've done that when I was in my, going through my dating phase or whatever. Like, it was sad to me because I was like, damn, dating is shitty. Like I'm not for the streets. I like being a wife. I like being tied down because no offense, niggas is trash, son. Like niggas is trash. So there was like a time that I was going through dating and I hated it because there was nobody with the potential to even make it to a second date. Like and I had dudes like blowing me up hard, like, yo, not like why are you not returning my calls? Or, because I'm like that. I could be like new and be a talker 1 minute, but then sometimes I just feel like, bro, it's a given. Like you gotta know I'm not into it. And I'll just go completely ghost. Like I'm not calling you, I'm not returning your calls, I'm not answering your text messages. You're just not even worth my time. I'm sorry. I know that sounds so fucked up, but hey, that's it is what it is. But
it is what it is.
Yeah, like I was like hitting me up like, well, I want to take you out again. And I was like, bro, like I'm trying to do you a favor. Like I'm not trying to waste either one of our time. Like I'm not one of those chicks that's all for going out for the free meal, whatever, and milk you for what you got into, and dip. Like I don't even want to be in your presence. Like it's painful for me if I already know that I'm not feeling you. Like it's painful for me to sit there and fake the funk and try to sit across from you and pretend to be enjoying your presence when I don't. I'm not gonna do it.
I feel you.
So to me, I thought that people would respect that. Like you want my open honesty, like yo, but I get what you're saying because it could be one little conversation, one little thing that somebody doing is like, that's how your mental is set up.
Yep.
Like that's how you think.
Yep.
That's how you function. Like that's you. That's really you. You showing me who you are. I can't deal with you. Like you're not for me.
And it's always shocking. Like, wait, you really think that? That's how I felt with the trust support girls. I was like, it wasn't like hey, how are you? My name is Lew. Hey, my name is Ashanti. I'm a Trump supporter. It was like whole conversation. I'm like,
what would you do if Ashanti was a Trump supporter?
What stage of our relationship are we in?
Yeah, I don't know. I want to know your answer. Whether this the beginning, the middle, or the end. Would it make a difference? It's Ashanti. Everybody who knows, this man is obsessed with Ashanti.
Well, hold on. She's not obsessed with me?
So
did she wish me happy birthday or not? Did she know me? Or did she just do it to a total stranger?
This man is obsessed with Ashanti. What would you do if Ashanti was a Trump supporter?
There's no way in the world.
I'm speaking hypothetically.
I'm with you. Okay. I'm saying there's no way in any world that we exist in that I am not tongue fucking, dick fucking Ashanti, no matter what. There's no way that's happening. There's no world that we can have in existence where I don't ejaculate inside of her unless she prevents it. I don't know. She doesn't want to go raw or something. But we're fucking and we're going on a date. That's happening. No matter what.
What does that have to do with her being the Trump
supporter? Now, because she tells me that on the first phone conversation, then I don't care. I love you. What are we doing? Are we still going out? Like, what the fuck?
That's fucked up.
We're going in.
So your issue with political views is circumstantial. Then that's
I can't marry.
You're not standing on it.
No. I'm not settling down with her. Like I told you, the girls that Trump supporters, I'm gonna fuck them. Still gonna fuck them.
That's right. To answer the damn question, he going around that shit.
But I told you, I'm still gonna the girls that are Trump supporters that aren't Ashanti. I'm gonna fuck the shit out of both of them. I'm curious to see.
I hope they're watching. I hope they're watching and know that his intentions is to fuck the shit out of y'all and bounce, yo. Like he's.
I didn't say I was bouncing.
He's trying to fucking flee.
I didn't say I was bouncing.
He's trying to fucking flee.
I don't really get rid of women. Women usually tend to stay around me until they're ready.
He's trying to fucking flee. So if y'all watching, do not.
I'm just not. No. I'm not marrying you.
Isn't that the end goal right now? It
is my ultimate end goal.
At our age and stage in life.
I agree.
Your age. Stage in life.
Wow.
Shouldn't that be the ultimate end goal?
That is my ultimate end goal.
Okay, so you can't just be out there with the mentality of fucking and fleeing them type thing.
I never said flee.
You should be, but you already know that they're not wife material, so why even waste your time? That's the point where I was coming from. Like with my whole dating scenario was, we're wasting time here. Like I already know I can't be with you.
If I cancel out every woman that I don't want to marry, I would have to buy so much.
Oh my God. I knew you was going to say some reckless shit like that. I just knew it. Do what you got to do. But the point is, you're not misleading. The point is, you're not misleading.
Nope.
Anyway, and you're not wasting anyone's time. You're not wasting your time. You're not wasting their time. That's the point. It's like, if you already know that they're not wife material, wife potential or anything, why are you even wasting your time with them?
He said, answer the question. I am going to fuck Ashanti. I'm going to try to fuck her with no condom, get her pregnant, regardless. Well, not get her pregnant.
If she was a Trump supporter,
I can't get her pregnant because she gonna have my kids over the border or some shit. I'm going on the date with Ashanti. I am not settling down with Ashanti.
So I guess that was his answer to the
Ashanti.
question. That he was saying the girls that he met that's Trump supporters, he would sleep with them too, but he just not gonna wife.
I'm gonna have fun with Ashanti. That's the answer. I will still have fun with her.
I'm surprised.
By what part?
The fact that you would just have fun with her because you're obsessed with her. So I'm surprised that you wouldn't, she wouldn't get a leeway with that. Like
I can't, because I told you it ain't about racism. It ain't about political. I'm not a Democrat, so it ain't like my girl got to be a Democrat. It is simply about Trump. If you fuck with Trump, I don't have a lot of respect for your mind. So I can't have so much of a relationship with you because I'm just gonna think you're a little slow. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I told my best friend fucking graduated from Harvard. What I'm gonna do with a motherfucker I think slow? I got fucking Harvard graduates and what's the other school? I can't think of the name. They were swinging to. Happy birthday, sweet. I have geniuses around me.
Right.
Daily.
I don't believe it either. He full of shit just so he doesn't sound contradicting. That's why he said that shit. He don't want to contradict himself. That's why he's not saying it.
Hey, Burger, you gotta relax.
I mean, let's be okay. You have Harvard friends and everything, but I mean, you ain't graduated from Harvard, so that you could talk to a dumb bitch.
Whoa.
Y'all might not be that far off. I'm just saying.
Nah. We're gonna be far off. We're gonna be far the fuck off. Let me find a motherfucking soundbite for your ass.
I'm just saying.
Truly, you have a dizzying intellect.
I'm just saying, you ain't the Harvard grad.
I've been drinking.
Yeah, you must be drinking.
Cheers, nigga.
Cheers. But no, but I'm a different. I won't say I'm a deep thinker, but I'm an intellectual. And I know that I laugh and joke and say all that shit, but we all know I read 3-4 books a month. We all know that I've been a thought leader in my community my entire life. Like it ain't.
Here we go.
I'm silly, funny, love to joke, but like if you support Trump, you would have to intellectualize that shit to me, and I don't think that it can be done. I don't think there's an intellectual reason to support Trump. If you talk about his business, he's failed at all his businesses. So which business? It's like it's not an intellectual reason. I think a lot of times we're in a generation of people who are cursed with the desire to be different, and they want to be different no matter what. They don't care if they got to be gay to be different. They don't give a fuck. I want to be different. And these motherfuckers, I vote for Trump because, like I told you, nigga told me, came in my post the other day, like, yeah, but I like Trump more than Biden because at least we know where he stand. I'm like, you dumb bitch. Like, what the fuck you mean? Like, knowing where somebody stand, when has that been a point? A 4-year-old child can tell you where they stand, don't mean you respect their opinion. I stand that we should eat cereal for dinner, and I'm being honest. I don't give a fuck about your honesty. We're not eating cereal for dinner, nigga.
But why they gotta make somebody dumb just because their political views is different from yours?
Well, no. They're not dumb because their political views are different from mine. They are dumb because they think that because somebody gives the appearance of being more honest, even when it doesn't benefit you, you respect that. Like he ain't say Trump does more for us. He ain't say Trump helped our people. He said Trump just don't lie about all this bullshit that he do to us. So you like him? You like him for that? I'd rather like the person who don't do shit to me. I don't like Biden. Like I'm not, and I think that's where people get lost when they communicate with me because they think that since I don't like Trump, then I must be a Democrat. But when they find out I'm not a Democrat, they'll know what else to say next. Oh, so wait, you don't like either one of them? Shit. Because what they want to say is you just love Biden. I'm like, bitch, I don't love Biden. Oh shit. I don't know what to say now. And that's why I say they dumb. Because they're so used to the argument being so rudimentary where it's either about Trump, you love Trump or you love Biden, one or the other. And when I step up, like, I don't like either. But I just think that Biden staff, I don't even think Biden is. I think his staff is more, hey, Burger, you know where I'm at with it. Bring brother minister, bring the honorable Louis Farrakhan for presidency. That's a vote I definitely make willingly. And it's just about people you respect. You know what I'm saying? Like, I vote for my man Shmi. I vote for him for president. It's about who you respect and who you think will do the right thing. And I don't think Biden or Trump will do that. I think that Biden will err on the side of the right thing because it makes more political sense for him. I don't think he cares. That's why people like, oh, so-and-so racist. I think Biden racist. I don't think no white person under 60 is not racist. So every politician we have, I think, is racist. So I don't hate Trump because he's racist. I think Biden racist. I think Bill Clinton was racist. I think Hillary was racist. I didn't vote for the Clintons. I don't like them. I'm not, and that's what I think people get lost from me because they don't have a rebuttal for that. Because they think you either love all the Democrats or you love the Republicans. They meet me and be like, I don't know what the fuck to say to this nigga because he not none of that.
Me neither. I'm independent. I'm a Democrat or a Republican.
I'm God body.
Right. I tell people that I was like, I'm a realist. I go with what makes sense.
Yeah, I'm an opportunist. I'm opportunist. I go with whoever give me the best opportunity. I don't like none of them. Fuck them all. Well, who gonna give me the most money? Who got some loans? Who got some debt eraser? Who can get rid of these student loans? Who can make housing like the shit Black America doing with the housing thing now? Where they're making it with black people that make under $250,000 a year can get all these home opportunities and don't have to pay all the closing fees. Like, I'm with that. Hell yeah, buying the races. And Stephen Berger said she would be a great president. Facts. You gonna meet all these people. We gonna meet like Shmi, like is part of the five, like JB, Shmi, Evan, all that shit, that crew. And Berger, that's my big bro. That's my OG. That's who raised me.
He lives out here. Or
he in DC, and I'm gonna do the 360 with J Lew and really break it all the way down because I just met J Lew like last year, but J Lew grew up in the neighborhood. I'm gonna break it all down.
I remember. I read it.
But that's how it's just like family. You know what I'm saying? Like just made 360 or 180, whatever that is. But I do want to let y'all know I didn't get a chance to listen to Ari Lennox's new album or EP, but I love her. Love her music. She from the DMV, so got a shout out to Ari Lennox.
Oh, she is. I didn't know that.
Yeah. On that song she did with some baby named Jasmine Sullivan, and she was like, "You got me wetter than the Chesapeake Bay." That's in Maryland.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's like she said that.
I fucks with Ari Lennox though. I haven't listened to her album yet either.
We just dropped Friday, so we'll listen to it and we'll give you a review next week.
I'm probably gonna listen to it on the drive home, so I could,
Boom. And then Nicki put out a remix. It got JT and a bunch of slew of female rappers on it. I didn't like the Super Freak song with the Rick James beat. I didn't like it. So her putting on girls on it made me like it more. A lot of times female rappers don't really connect with me, but I did shout out Glorilla because she connect with me. Big Lotto, probably one of my favorite female rappers.
Glorilla connects with you? I'm surprised.
She did. Because she just selling her shit and she just being ratchet in the hood. And like I'm a little bit older and I'm a little bit more removed. I like that ratchet shit. Like I call myself the righteous ratchet. I'm too old to be that ratchet. You know what I'm saying? But I know them girls. I grew up with them.
No, I get it.
So
I consider myself bougetto, I can be a little bougie, little gal.
So you bougetto and I'm righteous and ratchet. There you go.
I'm proud bougetto.
I can dig it. The NFL, it started this week. Me and J Lew can give y'all an NFL special. It'll probably drop Thursday. As far as the NFL, the best game I've seen so far has been the Cincinnati Bengals playing the Pittsburgh Steelers. That game was crazy. It was up and down, back and forth. Nobody could win in overtime. They kept missing field goals, getting field goals blocked. I got Joe Burrow as my fantasy football quarterback in the league where I'm playing F, and he had 5 turnovers. And when he had 4 turnovers, I was still beating F ass. He got that 5th one, and then it's just a wrap. But we're still close now. Depending on how my Cowboys do tonight, I'm still going to beat F ass. And me and J Lew in the partner and kickback league, I'm beating J Lew by like 30 points right now. It's just bad. That's why he didn't show up today.
I was about to say, why you got to put his business out there?
It's a public league. Matter of fact, one of the participants in our league is a kickbacker. It is a fan of the podcast. We never met him. Don't know what city he in. Don't know what state he in. But I say anybody wants to join the podcast league, we got one spot for any fan.
That's it.
On age, sex, and location. That's right. What's your age, sex, and location? Short? Let me know. I come get you. I come get you. Get me. I said to take it for you. Come on. But not if you stand me up. Don't stand me up. But
we talk about personal shit on the pod.
That's how you get them in. That's how you get them sucked in. But I want Bergie, I love you, big bro. Appreciate you. Everybody tuned in on IG. Salute if you're watching on YouTube Live, if you're listening to this the next day or two. Hope you had a great weekend. I don't know if this is Monday for you, Tuesday for you, Wednesday for you, or Thursday for you. But we'll have a new episode up on Thursday as well. And
let us know what you think.
Yeah.
Comments. Yeah. Let us know what you think about the episode, what you think about the podcast, what you think about our
chemistry. The new and nine.
New and nine thing, Let us know.
And we're going to be on IG. We doing IG Live this week? Maybe not this week.
It'd have to be.
Because you got some shit going on.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out. We'll let you guys know.
Another movie, I'll let you know about that or whatever. Still no speaking roles, but it's still dope though. Man, extra.
So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna get up out of here. She wasn't that mean this week.
I'm trying to go easy on him. That's my boy. I love him regardless, but sometimes I just be wanting to.
I pissed off last week.
Did he? Y'all ain't see that. That was off air. He pissed me the fuck off before we started, and I was just like, son, should I even?
All the queens came out. But we appreciate you. Appreciate.
What's in his cup?
Yeah. Hold up. Let me see. Am I doing that?
I've been drinking.
I lied.
So definitely appreciate y'all for tuning in. We've had 2 legendary weeks back to back. This last week, I gotta say that this has been the biggest week for the podcast ever. Like, if you look at everything that happened on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and the streaming sites, y'all made this happen. Thank you, Kickbackers.
Thank you, Kickbackers. That means y'all like y'all new co-host. Y'all like y'all new co-host because, numbers has been up.
Remember, so you've been dinking. When we was kids, you like, jinking. I was like, when I get my old house, ain't gonna be no jinking and smoking in my house. Ain't gonna be no jinking.
And that's all that nigga do.
And that's all I do now. Jinking and smoking. Ain't that crazy?
In the crib.
Because I was Muslim 5% of I ain't drinking, I ain't gonna do nothing. Ain't that crazy? When people know you your whole life and they can point back to like, remember when you was 12?
Like, what you said?
Right. And it was like, that's crazy. But I'm about to watch my Cowboys beat up on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers because J Lew team won. Both of Mel's teams won. Do you have a team?
I don't. Who's that, Mel? That's Mel?
No, that's probably JB or F or somebody in the crew.
I felt like that was a Mel.
We coming. We wrapping up the podcast. We coming. So the crew here to watch the game. So let me get up out of here. Love y'all, Kickbackers. We'll holler at y'all in the morning. Uno, we out.
Well, go ahead and